That's it. This is the magic. Hi friends, Miss Hazel here.
And Miss Kate.
Okay, today we're going to learn how to make the best bubbles ever. Okay, see if I can blow a bubble. They're so good. And they're a lot cheaper and easier to make at home than buying those big giant bubbles and carrying them home from the store. So I'm going to teach you how to make our great bubbles. Also, if they land on the water, they just sit on top of the water. Bubbles in the rain, so fun. So you're going to need a few things that you can get at the grocery store or online, but and not expensive. Okay, so first you're going to need something called Guar Gum. Here's a couple different brands that we use. We make it by massive amounts of quantity, so we buy big giant bags, but you can get this bag that's not super big from Bob's. Then you're going to need citric acid. This is used in canning. So here's two brands. So if you don't want to get a massive one, because you only need 1/4 teaspoon. Baking soda. Baking soda. You're going to need a little bit of rubbing alcohol to mix it together. I'm using a clear cup. And I'm going to start with, it doesn't matter which order you put them in. For citric acid, you need 1/4 teaspoon. This stuff over the years. So it doesn't have to be exact. So kind of just shake it in there. 1/4 teaspoon of citric acid. Baking soda, you're going to use 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda. Like that. Put that in. A tablespoon of Guar Gum. I like that sound. Okay, now, if you mix just water in here, it'll just turn into like really gelatinous stuff. So you're going to use some alcohol, and it doesn't have to be exact. You just need enough to make it wet, maybe a little more than that, so that you get something called a slurry. Okay, see? Okay, there we go. Then, this is the stuff that's really good. We've tried other soaps, but this one works the best. Dawn Professional, or Professional. Now we need 2/3 cup. Check this fancy container out. Look at the color. Again, it doesn't have to be completely exact. Okay, so then you're gonna pour that in. If I was at a sink, I would add a little water to make sure I get all the extra goodness that's in there. This is kind of cool watching what happens. It's like your own little science project. Check it out. Oh my gosh. Okay, so now it's all mixed up. That's it. This is the magic. Okay, now I'm going to pour it in. This is 1 gallon of warm water. But guess what? It calls for warm water, but at the school where I'm at, there isn't any hot water in my sink, so it works just fine. But it mixes best if it's hot water. And then you're going to pour it in. Again, if I was at the sink, I'd swirl it around. And maybe my container would even be full, but I didn't want an accident when we were filming. So then I'm going to put the top on it. Then I'm going to gently give it a little shaky, shaky, shaky. And just like that, you have like the best bubbles ever. Yeah, there you have it. Our super secret, not so secret formula for the best bubbles ever. Thanks for joining us.